Class 6, welcome to Amar Gore Amar School. Dear learners, today I am with you. I am Hirendra Devnath. Dear learners, you know our present world is infected with the pandemic coronavirus. So, for the betterment of your studies, our Prime Minister has taken a decision to continue classes through Sangsad Bangladesh Television. Dear learners, today I am going to discuss a lesson from your English for Today book. So I request you to take your English for Today book, pen and exercise book and sit in front of television set. I believe you will enjoy the class with your full attention. Dear learners, before declaration of our today's topic, I would like to show you some pictures. Let's see some pictures. Okay, picture 1, picture 2, picture 3, picture 4, picture 5. Okay, dear learners, can you guess what the pictures are about? Dear learners, hope you have guessed. The pictures are about remittance earners or wage earners. So dear learners, now I ask you, what might be our today's topic? Dear learners, so our today's topic will be our wage earners, lesson 26. Dear learners, after completing the lesson, you will be able to read and understand texts, infer meaning from context, ask and answer questions, participate in short dialogues and conversations on familiar topics. Dear learners, I request you to open your book at page number 74. Okay, now go to section A. Let's read the instruction. Look at the pictures and the words in the following box and say which words are related with the pictures. Okay, dear learners, you see here two pictures are given and below that in the box there are some words. Now you have to find out which words are related with these two pictures. Okay, is it clear, dear learners? Okay, hope you have done it. Now check your answer whether it is okay or not. I will utter the answer and you can check with me. Wage earner, skilled worker, job, economy, foreign, abroad are related with the pictures. Okay, dear learners, before going through the text, let's know some keywords. I will just utter the word as well as its meaning. You should listen to me. The first word, wage earners. Wage earner means one who earns money. Huge. Huge means large or great. Abroad. Abroad means outside a country or overseas. Demand. Demand means want or claim. Regret. Regret means grief or sorrow or repentance or remorse. Develop. Develop means advance or improve or progress. Skill. Skill means ability. Language skill. Language skill means communication ability. Economy. Economy means financial system. Odd. Odd means abnormal or unusual. Result. Result means consequence. Okay, dear learners, now I will read the text and you should be silent and attentive. A huge number of Bangladeshis go abroad for jobs. There is always a high demand of workers in some foreign countries like United Arab Emirates, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, etc. They like Bangladeshi workers because they are hardworking. Dear learners, you see in 3 sentences, a lot of people from Bangladesh go abroad, and they mostly go United Arab Emirates, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, etc. And the authority of these countries like Bangladeshi workers, as our workers are very hardworking. Let's read from next. But this is a matter of regret that our workers are doing odd jobs. As a result, they are not paid much. This is because our workers are not good at English, Arabic or other languages. Dear learners, you see in 3 sentences, our workers do not earn much money because our workers are weak in communication skill. They get odd jobs. Okay, let's read from next. So we should develop language skills of our workers for the countries they go for work. If they can develop their language skills, they can get good jobs and send more money to our country. Thus, the wage earners of our country can develop our economy. Dear learners, you see in these sentences, if our government develop our workers' language ability, when they go abroad, they will get good jobs, they can earn more money and they can send more money to our country. Thus, our country's economy will be developed. Okay, dear learners, I hope you have got the idea from the text. Now, you have to answer some questions. Let's read the question. The first question, why is there demand for Bangladeshi workers? Number B, do you know what countries they work in? Number C, can you guess why they don't earn much money? Okay, dear learners, hope you have done it. Now check your answer. If your answer is correct or not. The answer of the first question, there is demand for Bangladeshi workers because they are very hardworking. Okay, now go to B. The answer of question B is yes, they mostly work in United Arab Emirates, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, etc. Now answer of the last question. Yes, I can guess. They lack language skills, they do odd jobs, they are ill paid, so they don't earn much money. Okay, dear learners, now I request you to go to section B1. Let's read the instruction. Complete column B with the information from the text above. Dear learners, you see in column A there are some parts of some sentences, and in column B you have to complete column B. Let's read some parts of the sentences from column A. Number of workers go abroad for job. Second, skill required. Number C, countries preferring Bangladeshi workers. Number D, wage earners of our country can. Now you have to complete column B with the information from the text. Okay, dear learners, hope you have finished. Now check your answer, whether your answers are okay or not. The answer of the first a huge number. Second, proper language skills. Third, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Qatar, Bahrain, etc. And answer of the last, develop our economy. Dear learners, now section C. Let's read the instruction. Shuan had a conversation with a Bangladeshi doctor, Mr. Arman, who works in a hospital in Cairo, Egypt. Read and practice the dialogue in pairs. Dear learners, I would like to request you to read it by yourself. Here, I want to focus in this part of the section. Dear learners, you see in this section modal verbs can, can't, could, couldn't, may, should, must, mustn't. Dear learners, you know in English auxiliary verbs are categorized in two kinds. One is primary auxiliary verbs and other is modal verbs. I want to say something about modal verbs. In English, modal verbs are used to express possibility, certainty, ability, requests, permission, obligation, necessity, prohibition, advice, etc. in the past, present or future. Dear learners, I hope you have got the idea. Let's see some sentences about requests for permission. Dear learners, let's read the first sentence. Can you tell me something about Cairo? Dear learners, how the sentence is made. The structure used here, can plus subject plus base form of an action verb plus object or extension plus a note of interrogation. Okay, let's go to second example. What else could I see there? The structure is used here, WH word plus could plus subject plus verb base form plus object or extension plus note of interrogation. Okay. The third example is, what can I have for dinner? The structure is used here, WH word plus can plus subject plus verb base form plus object or extension plus question mark. Now let's read the last example. What should I see in Cairo Museum? The structure is used here, WH word plus should plus subject plus verb base form plus object or extension plus note of interrogation. Dear learners, okay, now I would like to go to section D. Okay, let's read the instruction. Look at the pictures and try to fill the gaps that are given in section E with the words from the box below. Okay, dear learners, I make it easy to you. Here you are asked to look at the pictures, and in section D there are some incomplete sentences. You have to complete it with the words that are given in section D below the pictures. Okay, I request you at first look at the pictures. In the pictures you see the first picture indicates our Sonargaon, the second picture indicates our Asan Manzil, and in the third picture is about our Lalbagh Fort. Okay, dear learners, I hope you know these places. Now I request you to read the words in the box that is are given below the pictures. In the box the words are can see, may spend, can go, could taste, shouldn't miss, should visit, should go for, mustn't drink, and last one, may try. Okay, dear learners, now go to section E, and you see in section E there are 10 incomplete sentences. Let's read the incomplete sentences. Number 1, you dash to Sonargaon. Number 2, you dash the capital of ancient Bengal there. Number 3, you dash the Lal Bagh Fort in the old part of Dhaka. Number 4, you dash a couple of hours at the Balda Garden. Number 5, you dash the Asan Manzil too. Number 6, you dash a boat ride on the Buriganga river. Number 7, you dash the taste of Mughlai Khana once you are in Dhaka. Number 8, you dash a tom-tom ride from Sadargarh to Gulistan. Number 9, you dash chatpoti or fuska on the footpath. Number 10, you dash tap water in a restaurant. Dear learners, now I ask you to complete these 10 incomplete sentences with the words from the box that is given in section D. Okay, dear learners, I hope you have finished. Now check whether your answers are okay or not. I will just utter the answers. You should check your answers with me. Okay. Number 1, can go. Number 2, can see. Number 3, should visit. Number 4, may spend. Number 5, should visit. Number 6, should go for. Number 7, may try. Number 8, shouldn't miss. Number 9, could taste. Number 10, mustn't drink. Okay, dear learners, this is time for your homework. So, let's read our topic. Suppose one of your friends, Gurmeet Singh, who lives abroad, wants to visit Dhaka. He wants some information from you, such as when to visit, what to see, where to eat, what to do in Dhaka, etc. Now make a dialogue between you and Gurmeet Singh using the above cues. Dear learners, I request you to write down your homework copy in your exercise book, and you should do it at home. You should submit it to your respective English teacher when your school will open. The number which you will get from it will be counted as continuous assessment. That's all for today. Thank you again for attending with me. If you want to see the class again, you should go to our Facebook page, Amar Ghore Amar School. You can go to YouTube channel, or you can go to Kishore Batayon and you can comment there. Dear learners, finally, I ask you, we should pray to God to save us quickly. Please stay home, be safe, and follow the instructions given by the government, and enjoy the classes on Sangsad Bangladesh Television. Bye.